Hello. In the previous video, I showed you how to make this vintage edging. And as I was working, I thought how pretty it was and that I wanted to make a handkerchief from it. So of course I needed to design a corner for it so I could go around in a square shape. So this video is going to show you how to make the corner, and also that I've made some tiny adjustments to the pattern. The pattern as in its original form is wonderful and there's no problems with it. It was just my own taste really that I just wanted to make a few tiny changes, and I'm going to show you what changes I've made. So this is the original version, and I felt where those two small rings are joined here at the bottom, that because they joined at the top, they tend to end up a little bit on top of each other, or or fold a little bit like this. I just felt they weren't lying flat very well, so I decided to join them on the side. So I've added an extra picot here, and I'm joining them on the side instead of at the tip. I think that just gives them more space to lie nicely. The other small change I've made is I just felt it was a little bit constricted. So I've added to the ring that's in the middle of the two large rings, I've added 2 stitches here at the top. So it's picot or join, 3 stitches, and then the next picot, just to give it a little bit more space, I felt, between the larger rings. I've just preferred it like this. Of course, as I said, the original pattern is perfectly fine, but these are my tiny changes I made. And in the box below the video, in the information box, I've written the pattern with my small changes, as well as the stitch count for the corner, which I'm going to demonstrate now. So this is the corner like this, and I'm going to show you how to make it. So in the pattern, it says to start making the corner after you have joined to the tiny ring. So you've made the large ring, you've joined here to the tiny ring at the end, and this is where the change is to make the corner. So you reverse work and you make a ring that has 5 stitches, a picot, 5 stitches, and 2 picots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a picot, 5 stitches, 2, 3, 4, 5, a second picot, and 2 stitches, 1, 2, and close the ring. And reverse work, and then we're making the same as this ring here, the 636 ring. So 6 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join to the last picot of the large ring, and 3 stitches after the join, 1, 2, 3, and a small picot, and 3 more stitches, and 6 more stitches, after the second picot, 6. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and close the ring. And now we do not reverse work, and we go straight into making another large ring. But we need to leave a little bit of bare thread so that the large ring is above this ring. And I'm using a 5mm gauge. It's not essential, you can just eyeball it. You need about 0.5 centimeter. So you place it on top like this, and then just start making the large ring. Pull against the gauge like that, and that gives you a 5mm gap of bare thread. So we're doing 3 stitches to start the large ring, 2, 3, and you can remove the gauge. And then join to, it's flipped over. Be careful not to let it flip, of course, because it's just bare thread, so it easily flips around. Just let it fall, okay. And join to the previous ring. And then we make one stitch to complete the join, and then 11 picots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 3 stitches to complete the ring. So my first stitch is the one that completed the last picot, so I'm making 2 more stitches, and that makes it 3 stitches after the last picot, if that makes sense. And close the ring. And now we're making another of those 636 rings, and again using the gauge. As you can see, the bit of bare thread lets you move your large ring above this ring. So wrap around to make your next ring, and then place your gauge. I'm putting it here in between the two threads, and then start making the next ring like that, and then make sure you pull your stitch close so the card there is just in between the previous ring and the new stitch you're making. I'm making 6 stitches, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can remove that. You can remove that at any point, really, the gauge. 6 stitches, and then join to the last picot of the previous ring. And then 3 stitches. 1, that hook is coming out. 2, 3, picot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Trying to remember to slow down a little bit. Here we are. So that's the corner, and then we're going to join back to the picot of this ring that we made below, and that's going to pull the corner in. So we're making a lock join. Like this. And then we reverse work, and we make a tiny ring of 3 picot 3. 1, 2, 3, picot, a small picot, and 3 more stitches. 2, 3, and close the ring. And then a large ring again. So as you see, to go around the corner, we make several large rings in a row without adding those double rings at the bottom. So a large ring, 3 stitches, 2, 3, and join. And then 11 picots, so with just 1 stitch in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 3 more stitches to complete the ring. 2, 3, and close the ring like this, and then we join to the end of the tiny picot. I need to re-glue this hook. So join, and then we reverse work, and then we start on the 2 rings, the 2 matching rings. So 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, and a picot, 2 stitches, 1, 2, and a picot, and 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and close the ring. Now we reverse work and we make another 6, 3, 6 ring. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and join to the last picot of the large ring, and 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and a small picot, and 6 more stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then reverse work and make the second matching ring at the bottom of the edging. I should have hidden my end when I started, but just for the sake of speed I didn't, so I left it there. 3 stitches and join, 2 stitches and a picot, 1, 2, and 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and close the ring. So that's it, really. That's the corner. So I've tried to make it so all the picots, you know, end up about the same place. So when the corner of your fabric is just there at the tip there, you'll be able to join all the picots as you're going around the corner. That's the edging with the length of it. So I hope you'll find this useful. Make it this edging more versatile, so you could have it just straight, but you can also go around corners if you wish, depending on what you want to use it on. That's it for this time. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.